ever. This is the biggest honor to talk to you guys. I've already started practicing my pool choreography from 96,000 to show off this summer.
Okay.
So as a viewer watching this movie, I just assumed that was the hardest choreography and thing to film. Is that true? Or was there something else that was even more challenging?
Wait, more challenging than 96,000?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Really? No
I
way.
would say I'll be honest, I think the club, I mean, Melissa, you could really
That's
speak
the
to
most
this.
challenging.
Yeah. Well, I think there every number was challenging. I think definitely probably 96,000 was the hardest camera-wise, because there were so many moving parts and so many different angles that they shot it with.
Yeah.
But for me, it was definitely the club. The club was the hardest choreography for me to learn, and it was the number that I felt the most pressure personally, because that was the biggest number for my character dance-wise.
Really?
I don't dance. I just sit on a floaty in 96,000. I'm like, I'm not really doing nothing.
Living your life.
But there's a lot of very technically challenging numbers and choreography wise as well. I know for Leslie and Corey, the whole side of the building was amazing. So many moving parts as well.
Incredible. And this was the first movie that I saw in theaters after a whole year of not going to the theaters, not being around anybody in isolation. And I think it was the most perfect movie because there is so much unity and so much color and culture and happiness. Do you think that maybe it's better that the movie's coming out now instead of last summer?
I think it is, honestly.
Yeah, I think it is. I rewatched it with my family again. It was a lot of their first times being in a movie theater. Since the pandemic, and we all like seeing it on the big screen. I was like, oh wow. And hearing their collective like unanimous reactions and having this communal experience after the year that we've had, I think there couldn't be a better timing. Like we always say, God's timing is so perfect. Like the way we couldn't have planned it, even the themes that we touch on in this film, and just the community aspect of it, all these huge numbers, I think is what we're all longing for after the year we had.
And
yeah. Sorry.
No,
go ahead.
I think smart. I know your time, but like the John also was able to, like, we saw it very early on, and then it was supposed to be released, and then we had this whole year, and John like got to play around with the edits and the movie and just like, small things here and there in that year as well that I think really sort of helped lift the film.
Yeah, it was such an amazing experience to like be back in like a theater surrounded by art. I'm also like Latina myself, so I felt so seen with this story and this movie. And I just want to thank you guys so much for this. Thank you for putting in all of your heart and time into this. I'm gonna go watch it a bajillion more times, 96,000 more times maybe, because it was wonderful. So thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.